Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this video is for Gemini. Now, it's exactly in the middle of March, so this would be Gemini's mid-March. I'm going to do a Celtic cross and also the 9 witnesses. I've already shuffled these a bunch of times before I started, but that's just one more. So let's see. Holy angels, spirit guides, and ancestors, thank you for joining us. Help us to only get the needed and good messages and discard the negative and false messages. And this is for Gemini mid-March. I feel like I see somebody wiping off a kitchen counter. Also, someone could be either listening to Stevie Wonder or their favorite artist is Stevie Wonder, perhaps. Particularly the song Castles or Sand Castles, something like that. Alright, so to begin our Celtic cross, we have the Hierophant, and what's laying across the Hierophant is the 9 of Swords. Might be able to see a little better like that. And the Hierophant is always the official person, but in this Omega Land deck, the Hierophant is the outdated official person, meaning the person who has old values, 90s. Like, you know, I guess they compare everything now to what it was like in the 90s. And yeah, it's 2021. We are so far away from the 90s. And what's crossing that is the 9 of Swords, which is the anxiety, you know, the sleepless nights, up thinking about it. And I'm feeling like you are wanting someone to see your point of view. You wanted them to almost like be in your shoes and see your point of view. Let's clarify this. Hierophant and anxiety. Alright, Spirit, why is Hierophant here for Gemini in mid-March? And the anxiety? Why is the Hierophant and the anxiety here for Gemini in mid-March? There it is. Alright, so what we have, what came out is depressed times. Let me see that there. And as we know, with the spider deck, it's a negative card because it doesn't have the triangles at the top. But you are thinking and worrying about this depressed situation. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean money because I have a card for that. In this particular card, there are like broken vessels, as you can see. Is I don't know if I have the light in the right place, but this right there are like crumbs from this whole vessel. So it's a broken feeling. I'm feeling like it's broken in a way that is not easily noticeable, but also that's not easily fixed. almost like a I'm hearing like a hidden trauma. So let's dig off into that a little bit more. And to clarify the spider deck, I'm going to use this Hermetic Tarot to dig into this hidden, I don't want to say hidden affliction, but this is something that you're dealing with all on your own. Spirit, clarify this source of anxiety and anguish. What is this hidden problem? Can you clarify the hidden problem for me, please? What is it that Gemini is thinking about but not talking about? Alright. Here it is. And what came out is the King of Pentacles. Now this is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But also the King of Pentacles is all about the numbers, but action in a different way. And when I say action in a different way, I mean like an actual physical behind the scenes working. Like if you were just say, moving to a new place somewhere, you would actually be painting the walls yourself because it's cheaper. So I'm thinking for the King of Pentacles to come out on top of this depressed time with the anxiety and the Hierophant. I'm starting to get the idea that something cost just a little too much. Something is too expensive, Gemini. Now, when I say too expensive, like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean money. Because if it was money, the King of Pentacles would be able to fix it. So Gemini, it would appear you have a problem that money cannot fix. Alright, now let's move on. At the bottom of this, as I would like to call like your platform card, is the Ace of Cups. And as you can see, that is a really big cup of love, Gemini, that you were offering. So let's see what happened. Clarify the Ace of Cups for Gemini. There it is. Came out quickly. Alright, so what came out is carelessness. And this too is a negative card. But together, this carelessness with the Ace of Cups I'm getting the feeling like you were, I don't want to say vulnerable, but perhaps you kind of let the guard down. Because this, you see the way she's slipping back right there, like she's gonna fall off this rock and slip back. This is reminding me of that whole trust fall exercise that companies like to do. You know, it's supposed to be somebody back there to catch you, but Gemini, ain't nobody there. And you are full on falling back, trusting that it's someone there. But I guess you figured like you offered this giant cup of love, maybe you could fall back on that big cup of love, but there was no one there. So let's clarify this. Why was Gemini careless with their attention and so, I don't want to say trusting, but ready to participate in this exercise? Why was Gemini so ready in the past to participate? Why did Gemini... That was way too many. Alright. Why did Gemini put themselves in the vulnerable position without making sure someone was there? Spirit, clarify carelessness and Ace of Cups. Alright. There it is. And what came out is the Strength card. And yeah, it's usually, you know, the cat or lion or whatever that he's wrestling with. But in this one, in this Tarot and Wonderland deck, it's Alice and the deer. And in this card, as I'm looking at it, they do appear to both be trusting each other. I'm guessing they go through this dark time back here. But both of these, Alice and the deer, are young and vulnerable, and I would say inexperienced, because I don't remember hearing too much about Alice being in the woods in Wonderland. And if this is Bambi, this deer, why the hell is it over here with Alice? So it would appear you were so ready to fall and so trusting, because you kind of just matched it up together, like, you know, oh, I need an animal, deer, that's an animal. I need a tribulation, boom, the dark woods is a tribulation. Like, almost like mismatching scenarios. I'm being reminded of, Spirit remind me of that game Mad Libs, where you can put your own word in there and make the story crazy. So Gemini, it would appear that you have a very active imagination. But this fall, that fall is real. That's not imagined. Alright, now moving on. In the past, we have this star. And this will be the recent past. And the star is, you know, the unlimited hope. Sometimes it's a baby, or sometimes it's like a whole new project. And I'm even hearing her thinking about like relocation. Project. So some of you Geminis may have moved. And I do see some little babies in here too. But this card is in the past, so even if it is some new babies in your life and you did move, this moment is expired. You know, I'm pretty sure the baby ain't new no more, and you've been moved almost a year or some years ago. It's time to move along. What else is there to the story? So let's clarify. Spirit, why is Gemini looking in the past and relishing past victories. Why is Gemini? There it is. This one, not these ones. Alright, so this one that came out is fair treatment. And what do you know? This one is a positive card because it has the 2 triangles at the top. So in the past, there was fair treatment. Things were working out. You was actually making sense. You knew what you were doing. I'm getting a sense of you knew what was going to happen next or what you could expect to happen next. And also you was winning in the past. You won. Or I'm hearing you was right. Or even a few you might be bingo, because this little shape right there, you can't really see. The light is terrible in this video tonight, but this, he has these little balls on his shirt. Kind of remind me of bingo balls. So maybe some of you even might have won some bingo or something in the past. But that was in the past. Alright, now crowning you is the Knight of Wands. And in this position, I'm not going to say it is the goal, but it is in the back of your mind, kind of the plan. And, you know, Knight of Wands, he is a Wands of, you know, action. It is an action card, but also this street that he is traveling on has some cracks in it. So the plan may not be as well thought out, but still the plan is in motion. And, you know, if you're going to go fishing, I suppose you do need bait and fishing rods, even if you're not sure what pond you're going to fish in. So Gemini, it will appear that you are getting ready or putting yourself in position for something. So let's see what it is. Spirit, why is the Knight of Wands here for Gemini? What is Gemini putting themselves in position to do? Clarify the Knight of Wands for Gemini. What came out is the wise old woman and the escape from deceit. And I don't like the way they came out. And I want to put them back, but Spirit say these is the ones. So let's see what they say. Alright, so in this plan, Gemini, that you are working on, this plan that is unfolding, the wise old woman is here, but in this deck, yeah, she's a wise old woman, and it's a positive card, but this is, to me, the Empress of this spider deck. And the Empress is matronly, or, you know, matriarchally, feminine leader, but she's also part of an organization. So this plan you are working on, you already not only like are you executing it, but the whole plan and the whole idea is you. And you have the escape from deceit here, which is a positive card. But I'm going to dig into these some more. Because if you are the Knight of Wands and you're taking action and it's cracks in the plan, but you have basically the Empress and the escape from deceit, that is still not telling us what is this plan. So we're going to use the Tarot Wonderland deck to clarify. Spirit, clarify, what is this plan that Gemini is working on? And also, can you clarify the deceit that they just gave? Clarify the plan and this Empress energy and the deceit. Clarify the plan and the Empress energy and the deceit. And what came out is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a 9 number 2, but again, back to the Pentacles, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We just had the King of Pentacles here in their majors, but now we're above with some more Pentacles. But in this card, it's not only is it the Nine of Pentacles, but Alice has a crow. And you know, they're walking along. I'm getting the idea like this has, I'm hearing like property lines. Like a, you know how like when you move to like a lot over here and this lot over there, and if you build like a privacy hedge, that's what I'm getting, like you are building something. But not necessarily building something, but marking off the territory. But the privacy hedge is here because no one knows about this. So this is really is truly not a secret project, but a very unexpected. But I do keep hearing like privacy hedge here. But this is something with this property lines and privacy hedges that's not quite right. I would say make sure that the person that you are either buying this property from or the person that you are securing or blocking out is actually the right person, because I'm feeling like there's a whole lot of effort going on right here, and it's possible that it could be for for good reason, but it's like, you know, if you're annoyed with your neighbor and you do all of this stuff to get away from the neighbor, and then it wasn't even the actual neighbor, it was just company they was having. You see what I'm saying? So you done did all of this just to defend yourself against something that is very fleeting. Like maybe you could have just ignored it. You wouldn't have needed the privacy hedge. Alright, now moving on to the near future, we have the Ace of Coins. Now again, coins is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the Ace of Coins is like a brand new, not a brand new project, but a fresh start in a way. You're like do-over. But I don't want to say a do-over, because I feel like whatever this is, you've done it many times before. This can, that he's opening, this is something you've done many times before. So let's clarify what this is. Spirit, clarify the Ace of Coins for Gemini. Why is the Ace of Coins here for Gemini? Alright, this is quite a bit, but I'm going to keep them. Alright, so 5 came out. And as it goes over, this new repetitive process is, first of all, is this meeting people cycle. I feel like you keep meeting people and I don't want to say keep getting the same result, but keep getting the same result. Like in the beginning, it's all good, you know, we're gonna be together forever, yada yada yada. But then you just kind of end up empty. And this has happened over and over again. So for this to be right here in this almost immediately near future, this means you're involved in one of these type of relationships now. What I would call a long ass one night stand. To where, you know, you went out with somebody for 3 to 6 months and you still know absolutely nothing about them. They know nothing about you. Just a long one night stand. Over and over. So you currently are in one of those right now. And also, again, this is that same card. This Nightmares is this card from the beginning. The Knight of Swords. The Nine of Swords. The Sleepless Nights. And it's accompanied with the Good Health. And this Good Health card is telling me not that you're not having the sleepless nights or that you're not in good health, but though from the outside looking in, it would appear that there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You may even look happy to some people. This is the outside, how you look. Like, people are like, oh, Gemini is so happy. But in reality, Gemini done stayed up all night trying to figure out how come they can't get this damn formula right. So this is going on now. And the last card for that whole segment is the Lost Secrets. Now, Gemini, I hope you are not telling people that, you know, everything just keep fucking up, and you know, not only telling people negative stories about yourself, but even when you do meet somebody new, don't be telling them about what Mr. X asshole did. Keep your past to yourself, Gemini. Don't nobody need to hear nothing about what happened in the 90s with your outdated hierophant that came right out in the beginning. This is you being the old hierophant talking about, oh, I remember that they used to do this, or men was like this, or women was like that. Keep your opinions to yourself, Gemini, and your stories about all the mistakes that you made and all the mistakes that other people made. Alright, now moving on from that, we have the Five of Cups here, which is, I'm not surprised, because it's, you know, the living in the past. And I don't know why the spirit guy is like, he got on two right shoes. They say he got on two shoes right here that they both right, no left, two right shoes. Trying to be right so much that both your shoes was a size right. Or a right. That's a new one for me. I've never heard that expression. Trying to be so right, both of your shoes are right. Let's clarify what it is you thought you were so right about, Gemini, okay? What was it that Gemini thought they were absolutely right about? What was it that Gemini thought they were right about? Almost felt. Clarify the Five of Cups for Gemini. What were they so right about? Or they thought they were so right about? Oh, I see it. Alright, so what came out is the disillusionment card, and this is the I would say mixed signals card. But what I'm seeing is, I'm kind of, Spirit is saying like their clothes is matching. Spirit want me to notice that this couple, his shirt kind of matches her skirt. And I'm guessing that, Gemini, you thought somebody was gonna match, not your clothes, but you thought somebody was gonna match your energy. Like, if you was good to them, they will be good to you in that way. But before you can try to think of somebody gonna match your energy, you need to actually get to know them first. So I'm gonna take it, Gemini, you were wrong. They did not match your energy. Alright. So right above that, in the other people, we have the Seven of Wands. And this is, you know, I would say the solidarity card, solidarity, in the sense that part of a team, they're all sitting around with their weapons, cleaning them at the same time. And it would seem like they're all matching energy. So like I said, this is other people, how other people are seen. So even though this person didn't want to match your energy, or flat out didn't match your energy on the outside, there is somebody, I would say, watching that's with that shit. That's the best way I can say it. Somebody watching that's like, if Gemini would give me the chance to match their energy, I would. Alright, and right above that we have the Moon card. Which is, some people would say, the secrets card. You know, the moon is at nighttime. I like to think of it's, kind of fluctuating, because the tide rolls in and out with the moon. With Gemini, I think this particular moon card is dealing with this from the beginning, this secret disaster. That's what's being hidden. You're still dealing with this. And what this thing was is the outdated thoughts. So Gemini, it would appear like you are secretly brooding. I want to say you're secretly brooding, or like really upset that these people don't think about stuff the way you do. And it's, why is the moon here for Gemini? Wait, I hadn't even asked the whole question yet. Why is the moon here for Gemini in this secret brooding thoughts? Why is Gemini still thinking about this supposed transgression that it might not even be there? It may be in your mind that you think somebody did something that they didn't even do. Because your thoughts are outdated, not theirs. I want to know, why is Gemini still secretly brooding on this person not thinking exactly the way they are? Why is Gemini still brooding? Spirit, tell us why Gemini just cannot let it go. Oh, there it is. The Protected card, and it's a positive card, but what I'm getting is this Protected card is a system that works. This is the exact opposite of the, I don't want to say like flying blind, but winging it. This is old-fashioned thoughts, and not only thoughts, but old-fashioned results. And now I see why you can't let it go, because it worked. These standards and practices that were used as far as a head of household, or the feminine and masculine energy both being directed in a way that have, assigned projects. Like the men went out and worked, the women were homemakers. They had 2.5 kids and a mortgage, and it worked. That nuclear family used to work. But look on your TV, Gemini. The Brady Bunch is not on TV. What's on our TV is, all the dating shows, the talk shows. It's not the same. Even if it did work in the past for 11 generations, you are going to have to come into the new and just, I'm not going to say stop thinking the way you think, but be more willing to, I guess, perhaps see the millennials' point of view. And as the outcome is, we have the Ace of Wands. So Gemini, again, you have yet another darn project. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Excuse me. You have another freaking project, but not so much as another project, but another goal. The gun, you are cocking it and you're about to aim it at something completely, not completely new, but from another angle. Because even though these people, they're not seeing it your way and you're staying up on that, you'd have figured out a new angle. To where I'm hearing they're not going to have to think like you. Once you create a need, then all you got to do is supply. So let's see what this new angle looks like. Clarify the Ace of Wands for Gemini. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Why is it here insinuating that Gemini has found a new avenue to get to the same street, of course? Clarify the Ace of Wands for Gemini. Why I'm here is like a little dog with curly hair, a little white dog with curly hair. Like around his eyes, got that brown stuff. The Spirit is off track. Spirit, clarify the Ace of Wands. Why are you talking about dogs? What is this new angle for Gemini? There it is. Alright. Oh, and it's you. You came out in your own reading. Your new angle is to switch it up and pull out the other twin. Now, most Geminis have, the negative and the positive. Well, not the negative and the positive, or the yin and the yang, but I like to call them the good cop and the bad cop. So, for you to come out in your own reading as the answer, it's obvious. If you were currently being bad cop, you're going to switch it over and start being good cop. If you're being good cop, you're going to switch it over and start being bad cop. So what you are going to do is, you know, they say in the Bible, somebody kicks you in, you know, your ass turned the other cheek instead of being upset. But you know what, Gemini, sometimes when somebody turns the other cheek, you kick both cheeks. You're funny, Gemini. Alright, so now let's move on and see what is in the romance angels for Gemini's love life. Holy spirits, angels, and ancestors, what can Gemini expect in their love life coming ahead? What can Gemini expect in their love life? Here it is. It is safe for you to love again. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And this is true because there are only two real emotions, which are love and fear. But in this card, what I'm seeing, Spirit got this, Gemini, I almost don't even want to say this. It looked like, you see this angel right there? That it kind of looked like this angel is being inappropriate. Like, flashing. Gemini, I think somebody gonna try to flash you the goods. Or you gonna be able to see somebody's, maybe they gonna have their pants on zip, or you walk past the bathroom or something. Somehow somebody is gonna expose themselves to you, Gemini. I do not know why. Leave it in the comments and tell us exactly who it is exposing themselves. Let's get one more. What else can Gemini expect as far as the romance goes? Alright. So we have let go of control issues. And in this card, this woman, she got her hand in such an awkward position holding this jug. It's a weird position, but she's also holding this little boy's hand and the jug. So, it's like somebody, I know, Gemini, maybe you are always like trying to like I'm hearing like block somebody hand or hold someone's hands. Yeah, I feel, Gemini, I see you holding or blocking someone else's hand in a sense that maybe they were going to, maybe, you know, like a stranger or someone's going to try to touch you somewhere and you're like holding their hand in a way to try to stop them. I do not know, Gemini, what is going on. You got somebody exposing themselves and then there's somebody over here just trying to touch you in a way you don't want to be touched. Let's get a subconscious card And then we're going to get out of here because my neighbor's kids are outside now being loud. So they see. Holy spirits, angels, and ancestors, what is it that Gemini is subconsciously doing that they themselves are not even aware that they are doing? Alright. So what came out is, oh, I haven't seen these cards in forever, is the Becoming card. And the thing about this card that I like is this strawberry is perfectly right. Perfectly. And strawberries go bad really fast. And sometimes you get them and they still be green and they don't be sweet and stuff. But this one is perfect. And that's why this card is, as you can see, where it says the Becoming card. So you are not so much as fitting into like your niche as in you have found the perfect place to be, but becoming a version of yourself that is not, I don't want to say that's in line, but the best version of whatever that is. Like if you're a nurse, you're becoming the best nurse. Or if you're a painter, you're becoming the best painter. If you're a cook, you're becoming the best cook. Oh hell, even if, Gemini, even if you're a bitch, maybe you're becoming the best bitch you can be. But this Insight card goes back to this Twin card with you switching it up and becoming a bad cop. So Gemini, that's the idea that you done had the insight. It's like, oh, you don't like, it's not working? Well, oh, okay. Switch it over from light off to light on. Oh, you don't like this one? Just light off and then that light on. So yeah, you had just decided to absolutely just completely switch it. And that's the insight. But the good thing about it is, whatever, you know, the switching is helping you to become the perfect version. So yeah, switch it up. Do whatever works. Alright, so I'm going to check the outside influence and see what is happening outside of you that could be influencing. So clarify Gemini's outside influence for mid-March. Clarify Gemini's outside influence for mid-March. Alright. Alright, top 3. So first we have the birds, which is messages, text messages, or gossip. I'm also hearing comments, like maybe somebody on Facebook is in your comments, so that could be influencing you from outside. The darn internet comments. And the clouds, which is, I'd say, definitely the internet. So you are being influenced from internet chatter outside. Outside internet chatter is influencing the way that you are doing things. I mean, it's alright to take constructive criticism, but you have to be careful with that internet chatter, because on the internet people can pretend that their lives are just perfect. So don't be trying to compete with somebody's fake internet perfect life for your real actual life, especially while you're becoming, you know, the best version that you are. You don't need to compete with no internet chatter. So again, I am Cleopatra Wallace, and if you found this video interesting, you can give it a thumbs up, or you can subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.